Hello, is this thing on? Haha. Hey, what's up? It's Morgan with an X, and you are listening to Beyond the Meridian, where I'm going to give you a behind the scenes look into my life, my musical process. We can talk about what is vital to us, what is not vital to us, and honestly, it's just a way to connect beyond the binaries of the internet. So make sure you follow me at Morgan Official. That's MORGXN Official on social media. And make sure to follow me on Spotify, Morgan, MORGXN, for new music. And let's get started. Where do I even begin with the song Wonder? I actually feel like I was at a point of giving up right about the time that I wrote Wonder. And I don't know if that's like okay to admit, but the truth is, that's the truth. The point of this episode is actually talking about following your dreams. And that's not like a Hallmark card, and I've wanted to quit more times than I can even say out loud. But if no one has told you today your dream is valid, whether or not you see it reflected in this moment, it's valid. Because you going after that thing in your heart is what makes the world sing. I truly believe it. So, Wonder is a dream of mine. And to focus this episode, I just want to talk about basically getting the courage to share it with Sarah Bareilles. Because if you've seen any posts about it, you know sort of like the backstory. So I'll just skip to like, this is a huge honor to have the songsmith, artist, spiritual leader, guru, Sarah Bareilles, to join me on my song Wonder, where now the lyrics are, I wonder if anyone can hear this, and I'm singing it to an absolute idol of mine. But let's get into this conversation. In this conversation, Sarah and I talk about the song, what we hope people will post about it, like the connection that was made, the journey that we're on. And honestly, I loved this conversation. I wanted to format it for listening on this podcast experience. So we'll start with my conversation with Sarah Bareilles. We'll play the song, and then that's it.
Let's back up and tell our darling audience how this all came to be from your perspective.
Okay. Well, how how far back how far do we want to go with the dream? Do we want to
Let's do we're not going to do like the full novel version, but we're not going to give the Reader's Digest either. And for most people who are too young to even know what Reader's Digest is.
I think the biggest moment was that I saw you on tour in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
And I was backstage, and you asked me, what are you working on, and like, how's it going? And I don't know if you remember this, but I like cried.
I remember.
I cried and was like, I'm working on this song, and it's just like, I don't want to rush it. You know, at the time I sort of knew that the label that I was with, like, that it wasn't going well. And I was like, there's something that's so special, and I didn't want to rush it. And I didn't want to say like, oh, it's coming soon. Yeah. I just like, I'm working on something that is very special to me. And when it's done, I would love for you to hear it. And you were like, yeah. And I was like, I wonder if that's a lie. But it was that moment that was like, you know, when you have a song that, like, I sort of sometimes think that a song tells you what needs to happen next, you know? Yeah. And Wonder was a song that started as a piano vocal, but it
Mhm.
was like, I want to work on it and I don't want to rush it. And then we hit 2020, and I don't know if 2020 was wild for you, but it was like,
I remember much. I don't know. It seems like it was a normal year.
yeah. But I basically was like, I, by the time that I sort of hit a very low point and found myself wondering, I mean, not to quote myself, but wondering if anyone will hear this and wondering if I can like, to be real, like what's the point,
Yeah. Yeah.
I just like, what, this song means so much to me and I'm gonna just like put it out.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing about the universe is that I then was like, wait, Sarah did say she wanted to hear it. And I would be crazy if I wasn't just like, let me see if this resonates with you. And I think that's what I said. I think I was like, you on this would be, first of all, a huge honor. But if you connect with this song in any way, like it's not a rush. The timing can be what we want it to be. Um,
Hmm.
and I shared it with you.
Well, my memory of, first of all, meeting you in a, because we have like mutual friends in common and we've sort of known a lot of the same people, but that time in Salt Lake City, and just you made such a strong impression on me, and your kindness and your vulnerability really like struck me, and I felt, was like, this is a really special person, let alone an artist. Because for all of you watching who may not, I mean, I'm sure everybody already knows that you wail. Your voice is bananas. It's so incredible. And I remember you said you want to share the song with me. And then many months later, that happened. And then many months later, beyond that, was like the timing. You and I have spoken privately about like, oh man, I've been going through my own shit and just like overwhelm, and the way the world works, and how people with, somewhat, who have to manage their fragility in certain ways, which I definitely feel like I'm one of those people. um
which is
and
which is also what is so magical and inspiring. And to be honest, I'm back in like a meditation journey inspired by like you being
oh,
vulnerable and sharing what that is, because it's like, that's it's so real and it's so important to see that, it's especially after this year, like where everyone is rushing to be like the
yeah,
glossy version of everything, to actually pause and be like, what is real and what are we at? I'm back.
yes, I totally love that.
Sorry, I'm back because I have an alarm that goes off at 11:11 every day. So if you want to know who I am and you don't, that says everything about me.
I love that.
um yeah, but I mean, I'm honored that your voice is like, I feel like it's just such an incredible hug, and such a gift. And when you sent me your vocals, first of all, I might like share this picture, but I think I texted you back. I was like getting my hair dyed, and I was like, just for reference, I have officially dyed, and I'm like sitting with like the bowl over my head, and I was like, this is where I am. But you like, it was like, I ended up re-recording vocals, because it was like what you sent me was just like thunderous, you
Oh,
know, and especially like the end of the song, like the moment where you just like, you hit that note and then you like go up, and I just was like, I was like, it, I don't have words for it. I sat in my room and re-recorded the vocals, and I also just think that this is one of the biggest moments I've ever had. And I want to be like very honest and real about how like I recorded my vocals in my bedroom. And,
yeah.
for like, I feel like so much of the process of music and the industry can feel so crazy and artificial. And you are so real, and that is what is so magical. So
I
with
feel
the,
the same way about you, and you're a badass because you've done so much of this on your own. I know you have some folks helping you out, but the business is hard. And for those of you watching who are also artists and musicians, I love the story of this song because it was like it reminded me of Love Song to me, because it felt Love Song was a song that I just wrote for myself. It was like, how can I return to what I'm trying to say because of what I'm plugged into that has nothing to do with the industry or where we're trying to go or what we're trying to achieve. It was really just about expressing what was coming through. And so I love the story of this song. I love that you dug your heels in and are doing it independently. I love that you had the audacity and the boldness to just reach out and to, be brave, to quote my song.
yes.
But
I feel like I just pushed you into that.
I think it's so courageous for people to take big swings, and I think it happened when it happened for a reason, and I'm really proud to be a part of this collaboration, and I'm grateful to know you and to get to learn from you. And the song is called Wonder. I saw people asking what the name of the song is. The song is called Wonder. If you haven't heard it, it's available everywhere, right?
Yes.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere you want to be, you can find it. And it's such a, for it to come at this moment that we're in, where we're like reopening, but like we're reopening or whatever, like, yay. And the confusion and, already the videos that I see like coming in of people like sharing the song like on TikTok and all of that stuff. It's just like, we're so connected, and we're much more, it's much braver, to me, to quote you, it's much braver to be real and be yourself, especially coming out of this year. And wow.
I agree. I agree big time.
Thank you.
You want people to make videos, yeah? You want people to share their Wonder videos.
Yeah, I really want people to share what they dream about and what they are wondering about. And maybe it's something they've, maybe like me, I sent you an email like 12 years ago, and maybe it's like how a dream takes 12 years, they say 10 years to the starting line. Or maybe it's just like that they've been in one path and they're like, you know what, I wonder what would happen if I just took that leap, I would love to see it. It would inspire me, and I would love to share that.
Me too. So make your Wonder videos. Tell us what you wonder about. And it's a song about big dreams and asking big questions and faith. Faith in where we're going. That's I think also a big part of it for me. When I get into those tough spots, it's like you have to sometimes just surrender to the fact that there's so much that's out of our control. And then the biggest fucking magical things show up for you when you actually give over to it.
Which is literally you in my life in this moment on this song. It is, I don't know if this is interesting to anyone except for the audio people of the room, but in mixing the record, like our voices like had this vibration that like sometimes if two of the same instrument are playing the same note, it'll what's called phasing. Anyone but there was phasing because it was like literally it was just like the most, I think, mathematically and energetically the most beautiful union of vocals, in my opinion, and
Yeah.
also based on science.
According to me and science, this shit is off the chain. So
Yeah, according to that.
Oh, I love it. Well,
Well,
I'm so happy to see your sweet face, and congrats, it's release day.
thank you. Everyone go
Like
share it, stream it.
like a birthday. It's like Christmas morning. It's just like it's the greatest day. So congratulations.
Really,
Share it with you.
especially I know I'm going to talk about the journey a lot. It's just like, for anybody in the middle of their journey or in the middle of like wondering what it is, first of all, sticking around to find out is so much better, because you really don't know how one email or one moment might just change the whole thing. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. And thank all of you out there. And we'll check in. I'm sure I'll see you again very soon.
Yeah. Like I'll see you on the internet sometime, and
But
maybe in
yep.
person.
Everybody check out Wonder. It's out today. Go get it.
And that's Beyond the Meridian. Because honestly, life is way more interesting beyond the binaries and beyond the constructs that we are often told are all that there is. So thanks for joining me, exploring songs from my project, Meridian, but also a chance to explore other things going on in my life outside of these songs. It's an honor to connect. You can find me at Morgan Official, MORGXN Official, basically anywhere you want. If you Google MORGXN anywhere, you'll find me. And if you have thoughts, ideas, or things you would like me to discuss, maybe songs that you'd like me to bring back from the past, I'm down to explore. Reach out, MORGXN, and I will see you beyond the meridian.